Hello everyone and welcome to Knight of the Blackwater. I am Ben and this is the second round of Swiss from the Battles of Summerhall from October 2018. And today we have myself on the left playing Targ Red Door with the target there being Marine. And I'm up against James Parson who's playing Night's Watch Wars to Come, which is a very heavy Ranger build. Once again I'm going to apologise for the positioning of the camera. Not quite sure what I was thinking there. But there we go. So we have the setups, and I've put down a Marinese. I think I put down, yes, I put two marine markets, and up against that we've got two Lost Rangers, a Gren with an attachment, which I can't quite tell from here. I think it's probably a practice blade, and we have one Free-Fingered Hob. So pretty good setup there from James. Interesting to say, one of the things I'm loving with these new econ locations, the fact they're not limited. So getting two of those out set up, especially playing Red Door, that econ boost, is pretty nice. There we are, just picking first plots. We have Summer Harvest into A Time of Plenty. I picked James to go first. I kind of want to see what he is putting out here. And there's the first draw phase. And once again, I'm going to apologise for that camera because it's actually really annoying me. So I'm going to have all the money in the world here. So we have a... sorry, I do apologise. We have a Underground Vault put out and immediately knelt to gain 2 gold. Gren gets a dupe. And we have 6 gold spent on a Quorum half hand. That's over to me. I'm going to get my 10 gold. Spend 6 here immediately for Hisdar. So immediately off the bat here, he'll see Hisdar out, so we get some Hisdar shenanigans going on. So I'm going to Second Son's are discarded, choose the next card by 3, which is a Viserion. So obviously only getting 2 gold of that, but you don't really mind getting Second Sons out and a dragon for free. 1 gold for Flea Bottom, so the Second Sons are nicely set up already. And that is it for marching. So sitting on 3 gold. So a military coming in for 4 from the Lost Ranger. Oh, so I kind of have a couple of options, you'd think, going by how I've just gone to do one thing and gone to do another. Not 100% sure why I'm thinking about this quite so much. Just double checking there what the half hand does, making sure his ability only works on the attack or is it's both, and it is any military. And spend 1 for the Second Sons to come out, and they are going to fully block that military challenge. We have James pass challenges. We have an intrigue which goes unopposed. And a put to the sword is claimed. So discarding Masande from the ability there, which power which comes in is blocked by half hand. Not quite sure. I just gave him a free renown there. Maybe I think I can get military through. And I do, because there we go. That's why. Because we have a dragon jumping in, the bigger Rhaegar, and we have a military coming in for 6. Which goes unopposed. And he takes a dupe off Gren. Second one's go to the discard pile. And currently sitting here at 2-all after James won Dom. James under reserves gets to draw 2 cards here with what's it, 3 fingers? Is it 3 fingers? Anyway, and we're on second plot phase. We've got Bar in the Gate into the King of the North.
Dragon fighting man or dragon with castle? Castle.
So we're drawing. So
Seconds.
So James wins the choice to go first or second. He chooses me to go first. We draw 2 cards. So obviously I have the King of the North here. So obviously I've got only King abilities. Obviously James is extremely unlikely to be able to get a King out, so it's just a very good anti Night's Watch plot. Obviously I already have my King in play.
So I can't add character modifications yet. Characters, locations, or attachments.
So we get a dupe there on Rhaegar. We've got Plaza of Pride. We're going to discard a Crown of Gold to put out Drogon. Figuring that Crown of Gold probably isn't that good in this game. So we get out a... so James puts out the Moon Gate. And we get a Steward of the Wall. And he's going to sit on 3 gold.
Action. Nil Marine.
You got Nil Marine to draw 3 new cards. See, Daenerys, there's Dracarys in hand. Doing some massive.
Military for 10.
We have a military coming in for 10. Which James is going to Watches on the Wall, which I see coming, which is fine. So Rhaegar saves and Drogon is dead. Still a military for 4 though, and there's still a lot of... they can still cause a fair bit of anger. And that goes unopposed. So oppose and claim. One of the Lost Rangers is going to be picked here for claim. Nope, the Steward of the Wall. We have an entry coming in from Missandei. Which goes unopposed. And the claim for that's going to be the Jon Snow. From the Watch the Wall Jon Snow, the one which allows you to stand or defending Night's Watch characters or stand or attacking Night Wildlings. Now an unopposed power challenge from Hisdar. Past challenges. Military for 1. For 3, sorry. I'm going to stand the dragon and defend with him.
Intrigue.
I go to Jakaris him, which is then Hand's Judgment.
Anyway, so Dragon is on 3-0.
So then I Dragon is no slave.
Makes him Targ 2. Okay.
I make him Dragon is no slave, just reduce it. So charge Jakaris, gets Hand's Judgment. And then I go to do Dragon is no slave, just I'm lose the card anyway. Doesn't get the unopposed power there. I did forget to kneel the dragon after the Jakaris, which I think I drew. And I do remember, because he is now from Jakaris, so it is Dom to James. And James is now, so it's sitting there 5-all. So James here, I think you can tell he's probably a bit worried about. And before standing, I'm just going to use the Mirror's Markets to put 2 cards to the bottom of the deck, which one of them is Jakaris, and I think that one was the dupe of the dragon. And
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm on reserve.
so I'm just going into turn 3. As I say, it's currently a 5-all. And we have force marched into barring the gates. So yeah, a lot of military icons, and obviously ability to stand here with a lot of the with some of the Jakaris, so some of the targeted Garen abilities means this doesn't seem like the worst idea. So I'm choosing to go first. Then force march. And then, yeah, I'm just going to do the full lot of nil. So just leaving core and half hand standing. That was not attachment on Gren. That was another. It was his dupe. So obviously all 3 copies of Gren have been seen. I've got 6 gold here. I must say, of all the decks, I know target. So we'll discard a card. Can't see what it is. And we'll put Khal Drogo into play. I see. Of all the decks so far, and we've got I've got the Street of Shadows, I believe it is. We get a milk on his star, and we get a milk on Khal Drogo. So of all the Targaryen decks I've been playing, so for all the decks I've been playing against game, this one kind of just picked up first. It kind of just really seemed to make sense to me. I think I'm missing a gold there, if I'm honest, because I've got the gold from the Gate of the Moon, but because I think I should have had 7. So we've got 7 gold left. So you're going to see a big character, maybe not, with only 4 gold. The Street of Shadows is there, but partly obviously to find the burn events, but also when using the Mirror's Markets, obviously the cards go to the bottom of the deck. So just a quick way of giving you a shuffle, just getting those cards back into the deck properly, not having to draw from most of your deck, which isn't necessarily an issue with Marine. You can go through your deck pretty quickly, but obviously you don't really want to be just speeding up, just getting those good cards again. James just taking his time here to have a think about what he's going to put out. So he's going for all 7 gold. And indeed we have Jon Snow. So we're going to Marine. Put my 1 card in my hand to the underneath that. Must be something I want to treasure then, or something that's not very useful, I guess. I was looking for a bag of tricks. So we've got power coming in for 6, which goes unopposed. So putting it to 7 power to 4. We have a military coming for Khal Drogo, completely forgetting here that obviously Jon Snow allows them all to stand, which I should know because I've used that Jon Snow fair enough. And that gets a power onto the half hand. Past challenges.
Intrigue stuff.
And put Crowfoot. I completely forget this bar in the gates. And so I discard.
So this is intrigue. Yes.
And Dragon is no slave is discarded for a claim. Obviously, so they might as well stand the dragon and oppose. Power's going to be unopposed. And James is going to take the lead here. We're up to 9 to 5. And I think at this point then you decide to put Crown of Gold back into the deck. So we're trying to combat Jon Snow. And we're on to turn 4. And Three-Fingered Hob gets to trigger here because he's under reserve. I do really like that card. And we've got first snow into Force March, which means Khal Drogo is going to be knelt. Because you might as well, because it will come back to hand anyway. Put a dupe on the dragon.
6 gold out, we'll see a mountain to the moon. And then a Nil Marine.
Kneeling Marine in the drawer of Silver Hip here, trying to find some cards. Get a dupe for his star. So I decide to sit on all the gold. Just getting ready.
So I am going to.
Just I hope I do this here right, because obviously first snow start the challenge phase. So obviously I will get more cards back from Marine, so these won't be discarded. Oh, is that be a really bad combo? I'm sure that's right though.
So I am going to.
So on to James. See, you had Oh, and I do apologise here to take a really quick phone call. Unfortunately, I forgot to edit this bit out, so very embarrassing going back into the commentary. And Yes, we had a King's Roast put out here from James. I think it looks like he was trying to put something out big. Currently, so obviously he's losing his draw, and he's also losing 2 characters and the dupe off Gren. So I'm going to be left with 2 kneeling characters. Not that much of an issue because obviously I can stand them with their Plaza Pride, and I've got 2 dupes, so I can take some claim. We have also got the Second Sons who can jump in. Probably won't try and block the military though, because obviously still got the half hand out. But we're seeing quite an interesting point here. And we have a duped Riker.
Oh, sorry, second pay what? Okay.
We're just double checking the maths here because James said sack the King's Road and pay 3, which obviously he meant to say pay 1.
End of that, so force reactions, returns to hand, discarded dupe to save.
And yeah, have put this up in the wrong order, but I believe I have done it right. And for some reason I'm standing Marine, which I don't quite understand. Hopefully I don't trigger Marine again. That'd be really bad and terrible. God, I hate watching my own games back. So discarding Missandei to stand Rygal, so that I can have some form of defense. Or have another character standing and also get another character on the board. I have an entry coming from Missandei, which goes unopposed. Getting up to 8 power now. And we get one of the Lost Rangers for claim, which isn't awful because there can't be a flea bottom because of the restricted list and the fact this is Wars to Come. So you've got a big old military coming in, stealthing Regal. Which is going to be unopposed. I thought there might be a put to the sword coming here, but there wasn't. No.
I'm touching him because I remind him now. Yeah, there's enough to kill, so claim.
So claim we take Missandei, leaving the 3 big guys. And James is now up to 10 power, not too far away from being able to close this game out. I have an intrigue stealthing Regal. Which since we're here, the Hisdar should defend. And that way the Second Sons can come in, but for some reason I don't. Maybe I want to fully block the power challenge. And a Viserys Targaryen is discarded for claim. Be interesting, I'll probably try and jump him in. And indeed, Viserys is going to jump in and block the unopposed.
So, opposed, reactions, Gwen, still power. Yeah.
And Gwen steals the power to put it on Riker. And we have claims, so James is now on to 10, 12, 13 power. And I use Viserys to get rid of the milk of Hisdar. I believe I should be taking Dom. I don't think I'll take Dom power. I'll put another card into the bottom. Didn't quite see what that was.
I've got 13.
I went Dom, so going up to 7. And at this point, obviously, the board state's not looking great. Then I believe I'm going to have to reset the board at this point, and that's a very quick choice of the plots. I think it's pretty obvious. You need to get this board state sorted out. And I think this point where I do surprise James a fair bit with the next plot. We have a Valamaguris into a political disaster.
Interesting.
So James, could you just go second?
That's immune. I will save these 2.
She saved one Mary's Market and Flea Bottom for obvious reasons. Caldrego dies and gets rid of the milk. Both of those two characters are saved by their dupes. And that's a big chunk of power off James, which I felt I really needed to do at the time because he was 2 power away from closing the game out, and with Renown on the board, that was never going to be good, but not many saves, so... And we have Viserys Targaryen brought into play, and I'm going to set on 3 gold. And James has got 7 gold. Obviously, he's not got a very good reserve this turn, so it's a good chance that a lot of these characters are going to have to... a lot of these cards are going to be discarded. Puts a 3-fingered hob out for 2 gold. Puts a... I believe that's a Naive Scout, the one which can't defend if there is a card in Shadows. And 0 gold left. And it's a guy with past challenges. Defend with Rhaegar on the intrigue. It's a big old military. Oh, big old power challenge for 8. And so defend for 10. I don't want to get a shimmer, so when I'm getting any more power here. And James is going to end challenges there. And Dom is a tie there. James thought he'd won it. Philly Bottom's also down for some reason. And we're on to plot, I believe this is 5 now. And currently sitting at, I'm on 7 power, while James is on more. So we've got the fire that burns into you win or you die. I choose to get rid of the Myronese Market. Flea Bottom, I think, just doing too much work at the moment. So 6 gold. So do remember to see the Gates of the Moon this turn. So what have we got here? We've got a Rose Road. We spend 2 gold. Put a card into Shadows. I wonder what that could be. I'm going to sit on 4 gold. Not the best turn, I think, to find Aegon and potentially go and dig for what's his face? The I've forgotten his guys. I've forgotten his name now. The 7 Costa. Dario, that's it. I do the best turn because obviously he's going to come back to hand at the end of the turn, and that's not amazing. But obviously I felt I needed to do this, put the pressure on. Obviously his ability at the moment is going to be pretty useful as well. And we have a Cold Hands brought into play. To put this character, and he takes out Rhaegal and 3-fingered hob. Kind of annoying, but again, not the character I'd thought you would have either. Unless there's a restriction, I can't quite see the card details here. We have a power challenge coming in from Rhaegar. You're going to Consuming Flames. And then I'm going to Consuming Flames again to discard my hand, killing him. Bringing those 2 characters into play. And that challenge then goes unopposed. Unopposed and 2 claim there. Probably rushed here. You can see I'm a bit nervous actually. This is the first tournament I've been to since getting back into the game, so I'm a little bit shaky if I'm honest.
Discard a card.
So I just got a copy of Rhaegar to bring out Aegon. He's going to go and get Dario, which I believe is a card I put to the bottom of the deck earlier, now I remember.
My biggest thing with Targ is payments or costs should be costs. I completely agree. Targ don't pay for anything. No, especially not since Masandi came in and free and cost replacement.
And Dario comes in, and there's going to be a big old military. Or is it? Yes, it is. Military for 10. Which he defends for Gabidian, and we do an intrigue coming. Possibly in hindsight, I probably should have done the intrigue there with Dario. Stolen the naive ranger, and then I could have won the military. But that's hindsight for you. 2 cards taken for claim, which is a ranging party. I didn't see the other one. And I win.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I go in Dom. Remember now that Dario is going to be discarded at the end of the turn.
He comes back to hand as discarded.
I shall do. So now I'm currently sitting on no cards in hand, but sitting on a nice pretty 11 power to James's 6. So that was quite a big. That turn swung the game back there quite a bit. And I'm on my last plot. James obviously still isn't. So obviously going to plot 7. We have trade routes into you win or you die. James chooses to go first. So I get 6 gold.
I'll draw my extra 2. Yeah. And I'll draw my 2.
Quick check of the dead pile to see if their character is dead.
7. Yes. It's a lot of gold. Sorry? It's a lot of gold. I used the last plot. It's no issue. In all fairness, I can get another 3 cards.
You're saying there's a weird plot to play, but I was like, I didn't want to pin you win or you die because I figured I could play you win or you die another plot and then play you win or you die again to try and close the game out and put the pressure on. So 3-fingered Hob gets a dupe. So does Riker. So having a little look through the discard pile. Remember, discard pile is open information. It's always a good thing to have a look through. We have a what's it? Haunted Forest Scouts. 2 of them put out. I'm going to discard a Drogon to put out Danny for 2 gold. We use Marine to draw some cards. So Daenerys Targaryen. And I want James to challenges first here. So want to defend my hand for some reason, so defend with Rhaegar. I'm going to attempt to Jakaris him, which kills him. Uses Daenerys' ability to kill 3-fingered Hob. And he gets a stand, obviously, because a card effect has killed a character. So that's that intrigue challenge completely defended. And 2 characters killed. That was obviously a good draw with Ever Marine. A military for 2 coming in from the Haunted Forest Scouts, which is going to be completely blocked by the Second Sons by the looks of it. Which indeed it is, and they come in and defend.
Power for 4. 4 Burnley. I wish.
And then he said power for 4, but not 100% sure why that was power for 4. I guess I've missed something. I think I'm just trying to win Dom here. Seeing if I win Dominant, so
Power.
I have a power for 3. This is defended for 4. By the Lost Ranger there. And another another Watches on the Wall kills Rhaegal.
You've got 7 for Dom, I've got 2 for 6 for your Dom.
And Dom goes to James. And I'm going to apologise, this is one of the sloppiest games I've played in a long time. We're on to plot 8. The current Pertos are still 11 to... I still have 11. And James still has 7. Not much happened that turn. Obviously I have killed their James's draw. And first snow into Valamaguris. So that's everyone killed except for Riker. So 5 gold. I've still obviously got the second. I've still obviously got the second sons. It looks like I choose to play no cards.
3, 4, 5. Does that count? That's why these two together are amazing. Okay, 2, 4.
And we have a ranging party brought into play. And a long claw on Riker.
2.
Oh no. So I had. See, James was going first. So he put out Rose Road and then Neil Marine. Put Quotho in for free with the cards. James passes challenges. We get second set. A big military coming in from Quotho and the second sons. But a freedmen come in. Because I won a military by challenge more than 5. As the attacker. Claim as the ranging party. Intrigue, so we're going to get them around, so we'll get 1 for the intrigue. Put it on to 12 power. The second sons go to the discard pile. We're at 12 power to 9, I believe. And we're on to plot number 8. And I go force marched into... I think that's close call. James is going to see what he draws. Brings in the half hand back to life. Obviously he's top decking at this point.
That's the top deck now, mate. Bad.
And now the Miranese market bit into play. 2 gold for Viserion.
No. I discarded them. I Consuming Flames. He came back to my hand with First Snow.
Yeah, James is checking he's not dead, which he wasn't, because he came back to hand with First Snow. And James has got no characters at all. So a good game there. Thank you very much to James for being green to go on camera. And that's me on to 2-0. And as I didn't appear again on camera, I could say I actually went on to become King of Swiss, which I was very happy with first game back. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and do come back next time where we'll have another game from round 3. And as always, guys, it has been emotional.